But the problem is my Alipay is not working. Chip. So that didn't work out as planned. Good morning from Guangzhou. Today is my first full day here. I had things planned this morning, but unfortunately it's raining right now. So I decided to head downstairs to grab some breakfast. They had a little mini buffet going on. I had no idea what majority of the stuff that I had on my plate was. I did recognize the sweet potatoes, the eggs. I think they had little fried noodles and some ramen soup that I did pick up. But the gelatin and the bun, I had no clue what was inside of it. I just put it on my plate because it looked good, but I didn't try it. So the rain finally stopped. So I came outside of my hotel just to explore the neighborhood before I make any plans today. But I don't want to get caught out in the rain with this camera. So I'm just going to walk through this neighborhood and see what's going on. It's very quiet and clean in this neighborhood. The area I'm staying is kind of far away from the city center. I believe this is the business district. So it's not too much to do around here, although there is a lot of shopping centers around this area. One of the first things you notice when walking through Guangzhou is how clean and quiet the streets are. It's almost surreal compared to other big cities. A huge percentage of vehicles in Guangzhou are electric, which means way less noise pollution, no loud engines, no revving, just smooth and quiet rides. Wow, it's so quiet out here. You don't hear none of the cars or the vehicles. So I had just another issue. I left iced coffee. It's China equivalent to Starbucks. I went to order a coffee to pay with my Alipay, and for some reason I couldn't connect the internet, or my eSIM wasn't working, so I wasn't able to purchase the iced coffee. And once again, like, Chinese people are so nice. The lady just said I can have it for free. So it's becoming a problem. I don't know why my eSIM is not connecting. I don't know, it makes me feel uncomfortable to move around the city right now. So until I figure it out, I'm just gonna stay around in this neighborhood outside of my hotel until I figure it out. Don't really wanna be going too deep into the city when I don't have any cash on me and I'm relying on Apple Pay and WeChat, but the service is not working properly. There's so many shops along this street, but the problem is my Alipay is not working, and I want to try a lot of these things, but I just don't want to run into that problem where I'm not able to pay. I gotta go try to find some cash or go back to my room, get on the Wi-Fi and try to get a new eSIM card or figure out what's going on. I just located a China mobile store. I want to go over there to see if they can figure out what's going on with my eSIM. Most of the eSIM cards use China Mobile, so hopefully they will help you this issue. Yeah. Gigi. So right now he's looking at my passport to put in my information. He couldn't help me out with my problem because it's not a Chinese number, and also it's a separate company. So what he's trying to do right now is provide me a Chinese number, and I'll pay 200 RMB which is around $28 for 1 month, which should be enough.
Your name?
Yeah. First, Z. First name and this. One? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, 200 RMB, $28. At this point, I'm willing to pay whatever it's gonna solve the issue, because I cannot walk around without a phone or no data that's not working properly. Thank God when I purchased the eSIM, I only did it for a couple of days just to make sure I didn't get the 1 month plan, and would have been out of $50. So that didn't work out as planned. Unfortunately, they only had SIM cards, which my phone does not support, only support eSIM. So now I have to go back to the hotel and get on the Wi-Fi and try to figure out the situation, because, again, I can't move around the city without data. I can't use my Alipay, WeChat, I can't order Didi, so I have a problem. So just not gonna be walking around the city without data. Doesn't make any sense. So that's what I'm gonna do now, head back to the room and figure this out. If you're heading to China soon, here's a crucial tip to avoid major headaches. Make sure you got the right SIM or eSIM card for your phone before you leave. Trust me, you don't want to arrive and find out your device won't connect to local networks. And make sure your phone is compatible with eSIMs, because most carriers or whatever date your iOS is won't be compatible with certain eSIM cards. And make sure they're activated before you enter China. So this is just a small problem that could be fixed. I just got to figure out this eSIM card situation, and then I could be able to move around like I want to. Like, I'm not going to let this get me down. My first full day in Guangzhou has been interesting, to say the least. Started out bad in the morning. I guess everything happens for a reason, because this morning I was supposed to head out on another side of town, but due to the rain, it kind of slowed me down. So I'm kind of thankful that I didn't head to that area without any data or working Alipay or WeChat, because I definitely would be in a bad situation. So again, I'm gonna head back to my room, get my thoughts together, regroup. I'm gonna figure things out. If that don't work, my last resort, I brought a second phone that takes SIM cards. And I'm just gonna go back to the China mobile store and see if that works. But I'm not gonna let this situation get me down right now. I had a similar issue when I was in India. Same thing, I couldn't move around because the data was not working properly. So I had to get a new phone. And interesting enough, the phone was lended to me with the promises that I'll return it when I left that city. So when you go to different places around the world, you meet a lot of nice people, generous people. And everything, most of the times, everything is based on trust. You know, so hopefully I'll experience the same situation here. That's why you gotta keep a positive mind frame, you know? You just can't always be down and negative when things don't work as planned. I try to connect via Wi-Fi, my SIM card, and still was having the same issue. So what I'm gonna do, I got my extra cell phone, and I'm gonna go back to that China mobile store and see if they could just give me a SIM card and see if that will solve the issue, because I really need data to move around the city and also to pay for purchases with Alipay. I just transfer my information from Alipay over to my new phone. Hopefully when everything get connected, things will be good. So I'm heading back to the China mobile store. I just picked up my other cell phone that I brought that is compatible with SIM cards. So I'm gonna see if that works. I tried to connect via Wi-Fi and see if my eSIM could be fixed, but it's still giving me the same issue. So I'm gonna go to this mobile store, get this new SIM card. Hopefully that solves the issue. and I can move around like I want to, because trying to go to these stores and not be able to pay with Alipay and I have no cash, it's just not working. So I'm back at the China Mobile store with my other phone. Hopefully this gets the job done and we can continue and explore the city. Yeah. So I brought my other phone.
我用的翻译软件。
Yes, my other phone.
哦
chip.
你给他开卡一下，他有中国手机了。哦，这里开了。
Hi.
You passport?
Passport again. Okay. Whew.
不是这个手表。
不是，他刚刚是那个手机，这个他。他可以拆卡呀。
So I finally got some good news. So they were able to connect my phone with a SIM card. Now I have data. I can move around and pay things with my Alipay account. And I also could order Didi now. So that's a good thing. But I've been running around all morning trying to get this problem solved. And although I had breakfast this morning, I'm still feeling a bit hungry. So that's what we're gonna do now. We're gonna stay in this neighborhood near my hotel and find a local spot where I can have some lunch. Yeah. One.
Oh, okay.
来，
这个煮开就可以吃了。
Okay. GG.
没事。
So the dish I'll order is called ginger chicken pot. You have different parts of the chicken mixed with peppers and fresh herbs. It's seasoned well, flavored. It's pretty good. So it's 7:30 p.m. and I decided to come back outside. You guys see how hectic my day was running around trying to find a SIM card and data that actually worked. The weather is not doing great right now, but I'm gonna make the best of it. I'm heading over to Canton Towers. The city feels like it's constantly in motion, even when it's raining. I love how the lights reflect off the wet streets, and there's something about the way the city comes alive in the rain. It's peaceful in a way, but it's also kind of magical. Guangzhou, it's got a vibe that's hard to explain. The rain tonight just adds to it. Everything is so alive, but there's a quiet hum to it, kind of like buzzing with energy, but at the same time it's calm. The streets are lit up, and all the bright colors and the mix of modern skyscraper with the old architect gives the city a kind of a timeless feel. As I walk down this boardwalk, with the sound of the flute filling the air. Everything else fades away. It's like time slows down for a moment. The world seems quiet, more peaceful, despite being the heart of such a vibrant city.
It's actually beautiful out here. You know what? Even though I had a rough start of the day, seeing these lights kind of brighten up my night.
So I'm about to end this vlog, and considering I had a rough start of the day with issues with Alipay and the SIM card and having to go back to the hotel to get my phone to get a SIM chip, coming to this area, Canton Tower, made everything seem a lot better and positive moving forward. The few days I have left in Guangzhou. The views are beautiful here. I'm just gonna regroup, get some rest, make sure everything is okay for tomorrow. I'm not one of those creators to make it seem like when you travel, everything's just gonna just go as planned and perfect. My first impression of Guangzhou, it's a beautiful city. I just wasn't prepared like I thought I was. It's very important to have data when you're out here or any
If you
city
like this
that you're
video,
unfamiliar
please hit
with.
the like button. Make sure you share and subscribe. I am Chris, and you're watching Flow with Chris.